gonna be all right. Ow! We are. Everyone here is so excited that you're doing the program. I know you get embarrassed with that kind of praise.
Well, I'm excited too.
Oh, well, thank you. As you should be. Big show on very late at night. But you know, it's funny because I've always been a fan since day one, and you've always done these amazing, great bits on talk shows, on late night talk shows. I mean, amazing bits that are just, they're in the museum of bits that a comedian can do on a talk show.
Yeah.
Classics. Yeah, okay. I mean, I remember when you went on Johnny Carson and you did Stand Up for Dogs.
Extremely funny.
Yes, you did on Letterman. You did Steve and Dave's Gay Vacation. That was a great bit. That was a fantastic bit.
Masterpiece.
And they're all so good.
Well, I'll tell you, it's really fun to do those shows because you know they're so funny. They're comedy shows.
Right.
And you know you go out and you know Dave creates an atmosphere of humor and you just feel so funny and you feel so much funnier.
It's just you just come to life. It's just so much comedy.
When I did Carson, he had an amazing timing. You know, and then of course when I think of your show, you know, I think of books. And when they ask me, you know, what show do you want to promote your book on?
Yeah.
I said, well, they said, do you want to do like a comedy show? I said, no. I want to do a show that when I look at it, I think of books.
Books.
So I guess I'll just tell you a little bit about my book.
About your book, Shop Girl, right here.
Yeah, you see, when I wrote the book, I was very concerned about the point of view of the narrator. I didn't know if I wanted an omniscient narrator or a personal narrator. Now, the book was written in the past tense, and the past tense creates a paradox of the omniscient narrator. Because what you have is a situation. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I believe me, I in no way mean to be rude. I mean, I love the book. It's gotten a critical praise. Everyone loves the book. I just kind of thought that coming on this show, you'd plan a little something funny, you know? I just thought that you would, you know.
You thought. You thought. I'm sorry I didn't get the memo on what Conan thought.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just kind of, you know. What's so funny? What's something cracking you?
I'm just thinking of something I'm going to do on the Letterman show. Oh my God. It's an instant classic. It's so funny. Anyway,
it's really good. Huh?
Yeah. Anyway, back to books. The paradox of the omniscient narrator is Close the curtains, please. Oh my God.
Whoa.
What a mistake.
What was that all about?
Oh, that's the bit I'm going to do on Letterman. They came to the wrong studio, the wrong time. It's almost funny, but oh my God.
So that looked pretty cool.
That's only the beginning of what I'm going to do on Letterman. That's just nothing compared to what I'm going to do.
So
anyway,
did you bring out? I mean, you didn't plan anything then?
No, actually, for this show?
Yeah.
Oh, please. Absolutely, I'm very pleased.
You did plan something.
Absolutely, I'm
very. Well, that's exciting. You planned something.
Yeah. I'm very pleased to introduce the literary critic of the Yale Graduate School of Serious Fiction.
I enjoyed Mr. Martin's Shop Girl. It was witty, provocative, and urbane. An enjoyable read.
That's gonna be fantastic on your highlight reel.
going to be in the anniversary show.
Anniversary show.
All right, we're going to take a little break right now,
I
and
think
then
we
we're going to really talk about some things here.
We will.
And not books.
Oh.
Stick around. More with Steve Martin in a second. I wanted to mention something. We've bumped into each other a couple of times over the years. We both travel in those same circles.
Heady circles.
Yeah. Let's pretend anyway.
Yeah.
I usually accost you as you're trying to get a cab. Mr. Martin! But I wanted to bring up that when I was in high school, I like to talk to people about how they impacted my lives. Mm-hmm. I think you ruined a lot of relationships
for men
how? In high school. Let me explain why. Women found you really funny, and they would do impressions of you. Late 70s, Steve Martin.
Yeah,
and I don't know if anybody else had this experience, but I was going out. I had this huge crush on somebody, drop dead gorgeous. I started going out with her, and the first date, she started doing Wild and Crazy Guy.
Yeah.
And she would imitate you.
It's kind of like being with a drunk. Don't do that.
She was also a drunk, which I should bring up. But it ruined everything and made me sexually attracted to you.
Well, we should go on a blind date then. No, we couldn't have gone on a blind date.
Yeah.
I don't go on blind dates.
You don't go on blind dates?
No, I do not.
Why is
they
that?
don't work. I don't work because I've understood that when you go on a blind date, someone comes to you with a list of qualities. And they say, I really want you to meet so-and-so. She's attractive. She's smart. She's funny. Mm-hmm. She's kind. But if you look at the list of qualities of people you've actually been in love with in your life, it's like she's cruel. She treats you mean. She says bad things about you in public. She's nasty. But if someone came to you with that list,
right,
you wouldn't go out with them.
No.
You'd never That's someone I want you to meet. She's nasty. She's, oh, my type.
Yeah. I can't wait. We should talk about the we should talk about the book because you've gotten great critical raves for this book, which is a nice thing.
Thanks. It's quite actually a kind of a poignant story of a older man and a young woman who have an affair, a relationship for a couple of years, and it's kind of an interior look at their lives. It's slightly comic. It's poignant.
Right. Are there people who...
It kind of gives you the interior life of a relationship, kind of what the man is thinking, what the woman is thinking.
Right. Are there people who, because you're so well known yourself, a lot of times the author is anonymous or you don't really know who the author is, are there people that think, is this main character, this man, this middle-aged man, is this Steve Martin? Is
but
this
there's
Steve?
A lot of people who are thinking I'm the young woman. No, it's kind of a pastiche of experiences that I've had, other people have had that I've talked to, people I've known.
Right.
You're in it.
I did notice.
You're the villain.
The villain, yes.
You're the book guy, the serious book guy.
Yes, the nerdy evil redhead who comes in at the end and saves the day. Do you have? I also you did a. I understand you did what all authors have to do these days in this age, which is you have to do a book on tape.
The audiobook. Well, I love audiobooks. I love audiobooks.
Do you listen to a lot of them?
I do, because I drive around. And I did but the book came out and it started selling quite rapidly, and they're not prepared to have the book on tape out, so I had to rush to do the book on tape, and we just actually finished it. It was kind of a hurried job, though.
And you're a busy guy. It must be hard to squeeze in.
It was busy, so we did manage to squeeze. You want to hear some of it?
Yeah, let's hear some of the book on tape. I think that'd be fun.
Rather than read from the book, we can do the book on tape. Where it's,
okay. Could we do that, please? Let's hear a little bit of the book on tape, Steve Martin narrating Shop Girl.
Mirabelle begins the nightmare of holiday travel with a phone call from Ray wishing her well, and a black sedan he sent to take her to the airport. Even flying at these inhuman hours, the sedan is the last thing to give them. She transfers at JFK and finds herself aboard a prop plane that sits on the... No! Get off there! Bad dog! Bad dog! She sits on the runway a full hour before takeoff. On descent to Montpellier, the plane bounces through a snowstorm and scares even the... Hello? What do you... I'm doing my book... Hang on. Mirabelle has to comfort the 26... What do you want? I told you not to call me. I told you to call my agent for that. You call my agent. All right. Goodbye, Mom. 6'4" footballer who sits next to her and who quakes with every engine downshift and every crank.
Obligatory toilet on the way out. Very nice. Nicely done.
The toilet is not obligatory. We put it in on purpose.
Here's a law. Shop Girl is available everywhere, and I recommend you read
Not
it.
everywhere, no.
Yes.
At bookstores.
Only at bookstores now.
right.
Wow, what went wrong? Steve Martin, thrilled that you were here. Thanks for... My first guest tonight is an award-winning comedian, actor, author, and musician. His new bluegrass record, Rare Bird Alert, is in stores now. And later in the show, he's going to be performing a song from that album. It is my great pleasure to welcome Steve Martin.
Thank you. I can't believe we're wearing identical outfits.
Almost we are. You look fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of my philosophy.
Yes. Is it really?
Yes, as the face gets worse, the clothes have to get better. You know,
a great idea.
An amazing thing. I just realized when Johnny Carson was hosting The Tonight Show,
Right.
I guest hosted about 6 times, which makes us even. I think you're laughing a little too hard.
Yeah, that's and crying at the same time.
Beautiful studio.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, we did. I assume that's an actual piece of moon rock back there.
Yeah, it's a little large.
Yeah.
For the, you know, it looks like we're being attacked.
Yes, it is. It's here. It can loom forward at any point to
Mm-hmm.
attack you. And so much to talk about. First of all, Rare Bird Alert. This is getting rave reviews from very serious musical journals.
Yes, actually, thank you. And it is interesting because the bluegrass magazines are now calling me the ambassador of the 5-string banjo. Mm-hmm. It was between me and no one.
Really, there's no one else in there. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's sad. Now this is very exciting for you, I'm told. We have a photograph here of the first time that they handed you. Is that right?
The actual package.
The actual
package. It is
package.
exciting when you first get.
This is you when you first saw the CD. I've never seen any adult male that happy about anything.
Yeah, that was the that's the CD. Mm-hmm. That's very exciting. But you know, they make records now in all kinds of forms. This is the vinyl.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they make audio files like this. It's a vinyl, and it's
beautiful.
You know, open it up. It's got all the thing, liner notes,
That's
and
cool.
all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it also comes in an 8-track.
Really?
Yes, a lot of people are insisting now that it come in 8-track.
8-track?
And this is a new one for me. I had never seen this before. Mm-hmm. This is a convenient suppository.
That's fantastic. Thank you. That's great. Why are you?
I'm not quite sure. I think you hear it in your head. I'm not sure.
May I hold on to this?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Tell me how it works.
Yeah,
later.
I'll let you know. I'm going to give you
it's
the
very
first one I
exciting.
call. Speaking of music, you always played music. It was a big part of your life, but you've gotten really into it in the last couple of years. And you and I have something in common, which is we both played Bonnaroo.
That's
last
right.
year.
Last year. There was 110 degrees. It's a
Unbelievable.
Bonnaroo, in case you don't know what it is. You know what it is?
Yeah, I
Bonnaroo's a big,
Bonnaroo, huge music festival.
huge music festival. It was 100 degrees, and it was very exciting to play there. They're fantastic, enthusiastic audience.
It was a thrill. I mean, it was a thrill for me to play there, and I heard that you were playing at the same time, so it was exciting just to know that we were there together.
Yeah,
it was really
absolutely
cool.
fantastic. Yeah.
You know, I'm bummed out that there was no I'd love just a photograph of you and I together. You know.
Oh,
at Bonnaroo.
there's a record. There's a record of it. Haven't you seen the YouTube video?
There's a YouTube video of both of us.
Absolutely.
At Bonnaroo.
Absolutely. Do you have the YouTube video here?
I guess maybe they do.
Wild party at Bonnaroo.
Those are good times.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, though. I didn't get to see your show. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
well, I'm sorry I didn't want to see yours either.
You're a bad man.
I'm actually a good man.
You're a good man.
I'm a good
Oh,
man.
I didn't realize that.
You're a very good man who
thank you
does
very
bad
much.
things.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Andy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm getting caught in the middle here. I don't know what to do.
Did your show evolve much? The show that I did with Andy that we went out and I noticed that it changed a lot from the first show to the last show. It went through a lot of
You know, I
stages.
used to do stand-up comedy. I would do an hour and a half of stand-up comedy, and wow, and. Really, I don't care. And now,
They're rejecting the form, not you.
form.
thank you.
Yeah.
And now I do a music show with comedy, and so it's always changing. And in fact, I'm constantly making notes, and then someone found my discarded notes, and they posted it on the web. And it was interesting to see. These are notes from about a year ago, and it was interesting to go back over my old notes and see what I had written. For example, these are the notes. They're just Xerox copies. But like this note I thought was interesting. It says, "Audience seems to love it when I show up."
That's very good.
Yeah.
Use that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Here's another one. "Explain that bluegrass is not a great new strain of pot."
This is very helpful.
Yeah. I thought this was a good comment, and I followed this advice. "Cut lecture on credit card fraud." Here's another note. "Note to self: don't forget 3 in song count off to 4." This is just a good general note. "If those groupies rush the tour bus again, gently turn their walkers back around."
I had the same problem. So much more.
Would you like me to sign this?
So much more to talk about with Steve Martin. Just a second. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm sitting here with Steve Martin, and you're doing so much on the right now. You're working on the music, and you're going to come back later in the show, and you're going to play for us.
Yes, with the Steep Canyon Rangers, a song from the record.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's a big treat. I want to ask you. You're cranking out movies. You're doing a movie right now about bird watching.
Yes, it's already finished. It'll be out in October. It's with Owen Wilson and Jack Black, and and it's called The Big Year, and it's about competitive bird watching. It kind of makes you want to see it, though, right?
Yeah.
It's actually it's based on a nonfiction book, and there is a thing called competitive bird watching.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, well, you got to get with it.
Okay.
Surprised you didn't study up on my background before you had me on.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Now
That's not enough.
Oh,
yeah.
I will pay you money.
Oh, that's okay. No, and so I learned a lot about bird watching, because I was being paid.
Right. You wanted to study up.
Yeah.
Familiarize
And we
yourself.
shot it in Canada, and it was really nice. Bird watchers are not really called bird watchers. They call themselves birders.
Yes, birders.
And so that's important. And they have a scale of rarity. They have a thing called, in fact, the title of my album is called Rare Bird Alert. So I use some of the vernacular from the birders. I almost said bird watchers. And
I don't want to anger those people.
no, because and they'll put a bird over your head in a tree. And there's a thing called a rare bird alert, and there's a scale of it from 1 to 7. And you know, a 7 is an extinct bird. That's something you'll never. If you see a 7, you should check your pulse, because that's bad. And a 1 is a very common, like a sparrow in Central Park. Do you have a photo of that's a 1?
Okay,
that's like oh ho hum.
Yeah,
nobody
there's a
cares.
1.
That's
Right,
a 1.
right.
And then there's a 5. That's a very good catch. If you can see a 5, that's like. Well, do you have a photo? The snowy owl in Jamaica, for example, would be.
There it is.
That would be a good 5.
Relaxing. He's
Yes,
had some rum.
he's just relaxing on vacation. A 6 is extremely rare, very rarely caught. Do you have a photo of a 6 there? A 6?
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah, this is very, there we go. That's a 6. That's a, yeah. That's a scary 6.
Yeah, clearly the female of the species, yeah.
Yeah. I know I got a little excited when I saw
I'm
that.
sure you did. Yeah. Steve, I every now and then I get to talk to someone who I admire so much, and I've been such a fan of yours for such a long time, and it's always been my dream because I play a little bit of guitar, and you are a very accomplished banjo player.
Thank you very much.
My dream was always to play dueling banjos with Steve Martin. That was my dream since I was a kid. And I was thinking, I have this.
Great.
I know you probably wondered why this was back here, but if it's okay, I'd like to do this with you.
I'd
It'd be
love
just
to.
a dream of mine.
Go ahead, you kick it off.
I kick it off.
You kick
okay.
it off. Okay, my banjo's in the dressing room. Oh, you want to keep playing?
All right, I'm going to throw to commercial, and when we come back, this will probably be over. Atticus Schaefer from the middle when we return. We'll see you in a second. Incredible shape you're in.
For someone who's let himself go, absolutely, yeah.
What?
It's, you know.
What's your secret?
Red Bull and Whippets. I mean, that's what I.
That's where the energy comes from.
No, I listen, you have to stay slim, trim.
Yes.
And even, you know, when my kids were little, at Easter, I would have them hunt for Easter egg whites. You know, it was
Okay, that's
always.
ridiculous.
What, too much?
That's too much. I don't believe it. I think that's some kind of rascally joke.
No, I'm doing Atkins.
Are you really?
Not the diet his widow. I'm, because I feel you have to.
You're a bad man.
Oh, I think I'm sweet.
Now, I have to ask you about this.
Ask
because
me anything
it
you
was
want,
actually in the
Conan.
tabloids.
It's
You-
Conan, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you son of a... you
Yeah,
and...
I shouldn't put that here.
Well,
right?
you can do whatever you like.
but that's-
You're Martin Short.
That's the way it works. No, here in old Russia.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
What was that?
It's stuff like that. And it's that kind of instinct that's kept me out of the big money. On my gravestone, there'll be one word.
Yes.
Almost.
Oh, no. No, you're wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Yes, yes. Now, you've got to tell me about you and Steve Martin. You vacationed together. You and Steve Martin are good pals. And,
Yeah.
I understand you went to the Caribbean, the island of St. Bart's.
That's true. And he sometimes stays there and will invite me down. And this is a true story, so there's no pressure for it to be funny because it's actually a completely true story. So down there, you know, in St. Bart's, you see a lot of pictures of, you know, people on the beach.
Yeah, it's like where all the celebrities go,
All the
yeah.
celebrities go. And because the paparazzi literally hide in the bushes, and if you're on the beach and you're strolling along, you're saying, "Oh, isn't that a lovely sandcastle there?" And then they get that picture, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was with child, you know, and so they, especially when you're picking, you know, they look for the worst one.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he had this idea. He was like, he'd been there for a week and he'd been followed around and he'd go shopping with his wife and they'd take pictures and he'd go to the beach and he was driving him kind of crazy. So he knew I was coming. So he thought, oh, it's going to be worse because whenever you get more than one celebrity or a celebrity and a personality, whatever that combination is, you get them together.
I won't hear it.
All right. And then, so he thought, I know what I'll do, because he's a big tweeter. He has 2.2 million followers. So what he thought he'd do, he said, okay, I've got the idea. So what we'll do is we'll go to a private beach, and then we'll take a picture of the two of us, in a goofy picture, and then I'll tweet it, and then it will usurp the market.
Right.
And now the paparazzi won't have any market, and then they'll leave us alone. They
All
won't
the
take our
photos of you
picture.
guys won't be worth anything because it's already out there.
So he had this idea. So we went to a store. We've got props. We got a bucket. We got a little, you know, a shovel.
Shovel.
I didn't know what I was going for.
No, I didn't know either. But your space work was so good. I knew.
Thank you. It is like having Marceau back.
Yeah.
And so anyway, and we got an inflatable alligator, and the picture was, well, I put my hair up as Ed Grimley, and I got the pants high, and the idea that he'd have his arm around me and say, even though I'm in St. Bart's, I still have time to take care of the village idiot. And he tweeted that picture, and let's just show that picture.
We have it right. We actually have. Oh,
No, that's not
there.
it. Okay, that's...
That's yes. That is the picture. That was tweeted out.
Yeah.
Now,
So
everything's
okay. So everything's fine.
Everything's
so
fine.
then he said, "You see, now we'll be left alone, and you won't see any stupid pictures of yourself in magazines." So then, about a week ago, I'm going to Chicago. I was doing a benefit at Notre Dame University, and my son goes, and I'm in the back of a limo, and I pick out Star magazine, and oh, I'm sorry. When we took this picture on this beach, there was this homeless guy at the end, and I thought, gee, he couldn't be a paparazzi, could he? Right. And I thought, nah, there's no way. And so anyway, I'm on my way to Notre Dame, and I see this picture.
Yeah.
This is what I saw in the magazine.
This is on, and this is what they seem to have cropped out
Yeah,
that you're with anybody.
So it didn't quite work.
No. You look
At
at this.
61 years of age, can you imagine how my kids feel?
We are back, and I am very excited. My first guest is an accomplished comedian, actor, musician, and author. His latest book, The 10 Make That 9 Habits of Very Organized People, Make That 10. The Tweets of Steve Martin is in stores Tuesday. It is my great pleasure and thrill to welcome Steve Martin!
Wow.
That was an incredible welcome.
You know, that was very nice. But, you know, I realize that today's audiences just really don't know how to give a standing ovation anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think
you weren't
they've lost
satisfied with that.
No, it was very nice. But, you know, the proper standing ovation really, you know, should not be a military pose. It's not like this. It's much more relaxed in the back, and the hand should be held about this high, and you should look to your companion with a smile, like, wow. And then the hand should come up in praise, and drop back down, and go, whoa, and then sit. And but that's just today's audience. You have to get used to that.
It's kids these days. I apologize. They don't
Yeah.
know what they're doing. Thank you so much for being here. It's obviously a thrill for us. Good friend of yours on the show last week, Mr. Martin Short.
Oh, yes.
Very funny man.
Yes, he's he's funny, yes.
In his way.
In his own way, yes.
In his own way. And he told me
He's funny like your puppy Conan was funny. That was a compliment.
Yes,
I love puppy
We're
Conan.
out of time. We were talking, and one of the first things he mentioned is that he went on vacation
Yes, we
with
went
you.
on vacation. I think I'm entitled to a vacation 2 weeks a year, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
Why are you insulting me?
How dare you snap at me?
This is really going badly.
It's going terribly. You went to St. Bart's, wonderful island.
It's a beautiful island, yes. And I had this theory that, you know, there's paparazzi down there, that if I tweeted photos of me where they like to get photos, like on the beach and things like that, that would cut down on the paparazzi photos, and it actually did.
Okay.
And so I took photos of me. For example, this first photo, here I tweeted, here I am body surfing in shark-infested
Shark-infested waters?
shark-infested waters, and I say, note the scared bathers in the background.
Yeah, they look terrified.
Yeah.
They're huddled together, which is the worst thing to do in a
This one
shark
I
attack.
tweeted, ugly palm tree blocks my ocean view. And then this last one was, here I am taking time away from my vacation to spend time with St. Bart's village idiot.
That's so good of you to help those. Obviously, as we said, as we've established, Martin Short, a funny guy.
Yes.
You've worked with all the greats, and, you know, myself aside, who are the best?
I had already put that aside. You don't have to say that.
Again,
Yeah.
dangerously short on time. I don't know that we'll get to the book. No, but...
Let's start fresh. Let's just erase everything.
But you've worked with so many great minds. Best ad-libbers. Who are some of the best ad-libbers you've worked with? Like, off the top of their head.
That's interesting. There's one that comes to mind. I had just finished hosting the Oscars with Alec Baldwin, and now I went to the Vanity Fair party, which is, you know, just crammed with celebrities, and I'd stayed there till 2 a.m.
Wow.
And it was time to leave, and I had always admired Russell Brand. I thought he was I still think he's a very funny comedian.
Yes.
And I always wanted to meet him. And I was now exiting the party just as he was coming into the party. And so I passed him and I said, oh, I'm going out just as you're coming in. And he said, it's a metaphor.
Very good.
Pretty good.
Let's take a quick break. Much more with Mr. Steve Martin when we return. Stick around. We're back. I am sitting here with Steve Martin. You've made so
And
many...
I'm sitting here with Conan O'Brien.
Hey!
Never thought of it that way, did you?
Lucky you. Yeah. You seem thrilled. Let's
I've
talk about
changed
this.
my tune.
You've made so many talk show appearances over the years, legendary talk show appearances, and this and myself aside, which
I had already put that
stop
aside.
that. you know, are there any? Have you ever gone out, because you're so good at preparing and having a great idea beforehand and coming out? Was there ever an appearance where you had a plan, you went out there, and it was a mistake? It didn't. You have regrets afterwards.
One comes to mind. It was with the Johnny Carson and
Johnny
the Tonight
Carson.
Show. I had this would be the early '80s, and I had an album coming out called "Comedy Is Not Pretty," and on the cover I was dressed as a woman because I thought that went well with the title "Comedy Is Not Pretty." So I was in full drag, and so I thought it'd be funny to go out on the Tonight Show in full drag. So I learned a big lesson on this. So I went out and I got a big laugh because I was in full drag, you know, and then the rest of the appearance I'm in full drag. You know, you get a laugh for like 40 seconds and it's ha ha ha, and then it's like, well, how's it going? And not only that,
sitting there in a dress
you're
and
in full
makeup.
drag, you know, as you move over, and the next guest comes out. And you're really stuck. You know, and also as people tune in, you know, late, you're there in full drag. And they're wondering what has changed.
What has changed
in your life?
What has gone horribly different?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the book, because the book is the 10 Make That 9 Habits of Very Organized People.
Now, today
Make That
on
10.
Twitter, actually, I tweeted that I was appearing on your show tonight and that you were going to hold the book up with magnanimity, which is a word I made up. Magnanimity.
Magnanimity.
Yeah, so whatever you think magnanimity might be, it feels, yes. You defined it so clearly. It's a, yes. That's very good.
What just happened to me right now?
I know. I think
I had a small stroke. Well, now, how long have you been on Twitter?
Well, I've been on Twitter about a year and a half, but then I realized, you know, all of us have been. If anybody who's kept, did you try to throw that off?
No, I didn't.
Anybody who's ever kept a journal really has been tweeting to themselves because they are short, little entries.
Yes.
And you know, I have actually kept a journal of all my whole life, and I realized I've kept a journal of my appearances on your show.
Really?
And
Over the years?
I made a little records and comments of how I thought the show went, and I brought it down tonight.
So this is even long before Twitter. You were making little comments about. This is fascinating. This
I know,
is great.
isn't that fascinating?
It is.
So I thought I would read what I thought of how the show. Here's December 8th, 2007. Did Conan O'Brien show. Went well. I was very hot. Audience was good. Conan seemed sluggish. January 6, 2008, did Conan O'Brien. Very hot show, had some great ad-libs. Conan seemed sluggish. Did his dog die? June 15, 2009, had dinner with Conan. Always loved spending time with him to practice fake laughing. Well, there you go.
Well,
I mentioned you in there too. I didn't bother.
you don't want to be in there.
Restricts.
Now, you have some great tweets in the books. These
Now, let me explain a little bit about the
Yes,
book.
yeah.
You know, people go, you're crazy. Yeah, not you, me. All the proceeds are going to charity for me because I include tweets by responses because I think they're very, very funny. So I just wanted to explain that.
Cool. You have your tweets and then some of the responses you get.
Yes.
And you upset some people because, and I remember when you were doing this, you started tweeting, you said you were tweeting from jury duty.
Right.
And people took you at your word.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
You weren't.
I was
You
making
weren't.
it up. Yeah.
But some very funny tweets in here. This was the first one you did. Report from jury duty. Defendant looks like a murderer, guilty, waiting for opening remarks. People really got upset.
They got upset.
Yeah.
They did get upset.
Here's another one right here. These are real tweets that you sent out.
From
and
jury
here's the
duty.
next one. They don't believe in hexes. Plus, they want me to put my magazines away. Oh, and then there was another one that caught my eye. I remember when this went out. I remembered seeing that. And then you did include a response.
I include other responses from people.
Yes, responses from people. This one I thought was particularly interesting response. This is a real response that you got.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm the only person in the world that truly understands you and gets your humor. That said, you're not very It's nice to be brought back to earth occasionally, don't you think?
Well, you know, it's a social medium. You have to include the good with the bad.
Exactly.
Everything's not all wonderful there.
Well, you know, it's such a... I love it when you're on the show.
Well, thank you very much, then. Goodbye.
You forgot your journal. Yeah, you forgot your journal.
I can really feel when the end is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, should I put in my thoughts about tonight?
Yeah, you might as well. You've
let's
done
see.
it for every other show.
Okay.
You should do that.
Audience, very hot. Andy, delightful. Conan seemed robust. That's not the word I'm thinking of. Robotic.
The 10 Make That 9 habits of very organized people. Make that 10. The tweets of Steve Martin is in stores Tuesday. An absolute delight, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Steve Martin. We'll be right back. Rebecca Romaine from Tyler Perry's Good Deeds. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. My next guest is a beautiful supermodel who played Mystique in the X-Men movies. Starting next Friday, she can be seen in the new movie Tyler Perry's Good Deeds. Please welcome the lovely Rebecca Romaine.
Wow.
You look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you
for being here.
Thank you for having me. I have to confess, I came very close to canceling tonight.
Why is that?
When I found out that I was going to be seeing someone that I have a little bit of history with, and it's one-sided history. It's somebody I had a long-term crush on.
It's weird because my name is on the show.
I know. It's not you.
Okay.
And it's not Andy.
Okay.
What?
Really?
When I was a girl, going...
You still are, by the way.
When I was a girl going through puberty,
Yes.
my womanhood was awakened via dream by Mr. Steve Martin.
Really?
I don't even know where to look right now. It's like blind to me.
So
I did
you
not.
had
when I pictured myself making this confession, I never pictured him to be sitting next to me on the couch because sometimes the guests leave.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little confused. Can we explore more fully?
After Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, awesome movie. And then I saw The Jerk, and that just sealed the deal.
Right.
That's a very sexy movie.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Totally get it.
Yeah. So you have a dream, and then it's an erotic dream with Mr. Martin in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That happened.
Yeah.
And
I've never heard that before.
well, it's true.
Well.
And what's really weird is that actually our paths have kind of crossed a couple times. Like I came to see one of your plays a few years ago, and you were standing there, and I couldn't even go anywhere near you. I couldn't make eye contact.
You
but
hand
I
me
didn't
my
know what
journal?
it was.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know how to move on from that.
Me neither. I'm like,
My dream-making machine is working perfectly.
This Steve Martin dream-making machine. Wow. Well, of course,
True story.
Your life has, yes, clearly, your life has changed.
I'm
since
glad
those
I
times.
lost that extra weight.
And now to bring up your husband, Mr. Jerry O'Connell. Sorry, Steve. He's on Broadway right now.
Yes, he's doing a play called Seminar with Mr. Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, a
Very,
terrific,
very good play.
Terrific actor. And you are home alone, I gather, with your twin daughters.
My twin daughters, who are 3 years old. I don't get a whole lot of time to myself. It's, you know, a lovely experience raising 3-year-old twins. I don't ever get to see my friends anymore. But I did get a girls' night out recently, last week.
Good.
Yes,
That's
I went
good.
to see my friend Molly. We were going to go to an event at a very nice hotel, and we were going to meet at the bar at the hotel, and I got there 15 minutes early, and I was sitting at the bar, and someone sent me a drink. And now listen, I was all dressed up. I was wearing an LBD, little black dress, not unlike the one I'm wearing tonight.
I can imagine it perfectly.
You know, I put myself together.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at the bar, and somebody sent me a drink. And I was like, okay. And then moments later, the gentleman came over and introduced himself as Pedro, an older gentleman from Spain, and asked me if I would like to join him and his friends, and a whole group of older gentlemen at another table were waving at me. And I realized that they mistook me for a woman of the night.
Wow.
They thought I was a hooker.
Yeah, yes.
And I was mortified.
Well, wait a minute. Really mortified?
I mean, at the moment, I was mortified. And
Yeah.
then later, I was like, okay, mom of twins.
Yes.
Looking good.
Yes.
Pulled it together tonight.
Yes. When I'm mistaken for a male gigolo, I'm flattered. Often women come up and say, well, you don't know who you are. Your prices must be sky high.
Well, you know, we never got to the negotiations, you know.
Right.
I'm hoping it was like high class, not like, you know, cheapo.
No. No, I'm sure. Now I'm in a trap. There's nothing I can say.
I don't know.
Oh, no, you'd be a high-class hooker. Trap. No good can come of this.
You would probably take credit cards.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Anthony.
Well, the movie, Tyler Perry's
Classy.
Good Deeds, opens in theaters February 24th. So everyone look for that. And Rebecca, it's been too long. Please come back more often.
I'd love to.
Love
Thank you
having you on
for
the show.
having me. I love being
Congratulations
here.
on your family.
Thank you.
Rebecca, Romaine, we'll take a break. When we come back, Kate's gonna perform. Stick around.
Okay for you? Yeah, oh yeah. Comedy well, and going back to the well, and going back again, and then putting a drill in that just sucks that well, and sucks until it sucks and sucks and sucks. Let me start over.
Steve, so good to have you here. You know, it's such a thrill for me to have you on the show. I've always been such a big fan of yours.
Well, I would like to repay I'd like to repay the compliment. I really would. However, and I'm such a big,
that's really, we can play with that. You know, however, it's just, you know.
however, you know, wanting is not doing. And the headline is the top 10 things Conan O'Brien will say to ruin this top 10
Okay,
list.
Steve, all right, that's great. I just don't want to, and then I will go into it.
Yeah. Number 10.
Do you want to try one?
I really do love your show, and I love the way, you know, what I love on shows like yours when you're able to establish running bits that you can go back to, you know, standard things you can go back to and go back to that comedy well, and the audience loves it, and you're able to go back to the well and go back to the well and drill and just suck that well and just get that comedy to come up until it's just arid. And there's really nothing left. And you're able to still go down the well and you can feel, as Ross Perot said, that sucking sound.
Yeah.
Sucking. I've always wanted to participate in one of your classic comedy bits, so I've prepared one of my own beloved top 10 lists.
The top 10 list.
That was my fault. The top 10 things Conan O'Brien will say to ruin this top 10 list.
Yeah, Steve, I don't want to ruin this for you, but that's Letterman's bit.
Number 10, that's Letterman's bit.
I'm not kidding, Steve. Letterman's been doing top 10 lists for like 30 years, for over 30 years.
Number 9. I'm not kidding, Steve. Letterman has been doing top 10 lists for over 30 years.
No, really, you got to stop this.
Number 8. No, really, you've got to stop this.
We're going to have a copyright issue with these graphics.
Number 7. I think we're going to have a copyright issue with these graphics.
Steve!
Number 6. Steve!
Please!
Please!
Ah!
Arg! Then Conan throws up his hands in resignation and quietly sobs.
That is kooky stuff, man.
Who the hell is that?
Number 3, who the hell is that?
Steve, I appreciate your commitment to this bit. I really do. I'm asking you as a friend to please stop doing this top 10 list. We've done a lot of great comedy bits on the show. This is definitely not one of them. It's almost disrespectful to Letterman's incredible legacy to do his top 10 list on our show, even as a joke. So I'll ask you one last time, will you please stop?
Number 2, a really long thing that Conan says. It goes on and on and on, blah, 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 something, something, please stop. I kind of tuned out while number 1 thing Conan will say to ruin this top 10 list is...
Okay, let me just take that. I'm sorry. Rip, rip, rip. We're out of time.
We're out of time.
That's great. Look at. That is so great. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest is an award-winning comedian, actor, author, and musician. His latest album is a collaboration with Edie Brickell entitled Love Has Come For You. Please welcome Steve Martin. Fantastic. That was very nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah, and I have to say, it's terrific to have you back. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. Well, I'm just returning from my 211 show suspension. For taking...
A suspension?
Yes, for using comedy-enhancing drugs.
Oh, really? No.
I had been tested. I tested positive for Hilaritrex.
Oh, Hilaritrex.
And I was taking LOL-anol. And that was legal in Mexico.
Yeah.
And so I would go down to Mexico to get it and perform, but they don't find me funny in Mexico.
Really, even with the drug? Well, how did you finally get the suspension lifted?
Oh, well, I had to rat out some other comedians.
Really?
Yes.
You turned in people?
Yes, I had to do a hidden camera thing, and I injected Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Injecting Jerry.
I suspected him, yeah.
Here I am injecting Louis C.K. In the butt. He
In the
insisted
butt, yeah.
in the butt.
Oh, he wanted... Oh.
Yeah, even though the arm is actually much better, but he wanted it in the butt. You know, if an unknown comedian came out here with this bit, he would have died. I really...
Goodwill.
I'm coasting.
I'm coasting on incredible goodwill.
Incredible goodwill from years ago.
Years ago? No. Nonsense. Nonsense. I want to say, and I've said this to you many times before, what a sincere thrill it is for me to have you on the show, because I'm such an enormous fan of yours.
Well, I would really like to repay that compliment. I really, really would. And I hope one day, I really would. But you know what I love about, seriously, I totally admire you, and I said totally, and what I really admire about the show is you've managed to establish these what they call running gags, these established bits that you can go back to, and the audience loves them, and it's clear that you love them, and you can always go back to that comedy well, and really just set that drill in there and go down there and suck them dry, and just till they're completely, you know, dehydrated and just used, and just when you think there's nothing left, you go back. And I've always wanted to be a part of one of those classics.
It's a great analogy.
Yeah,
Terrific analogy, yeah.
And I chose one.
You chose one of our bits?
I chose one and wrote a bit up, and I
Steve Martin's going to do one of our bits.
Yes. And
This is exciting.
I prepared my very own top 10 list. And yeah, this one is the top 10 things Conan O'Brien will say to ruin this top 10 list.
Steve, I don't want to ruin this for you, but that is Letterman's bit.
Number 10, that's Letterman's bit.
No, I'm not kidding. Steve, Letterman has been doing top 10 lists for over 30 years.
Number 9, I'm not kidding, Steve. Letterman has been doing top 10 lists for over 30 years.
Okay, no, really, you got to stop this.
Number 8, no, really, you've got to stop this.
Steve!
Steve!
Please!
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 Stop!
Duh!
That is kooky, man.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell is that? And number 2...
Okay, Steve, I appreciate your commitment to this bit. I really do. I'm asking you as a friend, please stop doing the top 10 list. It's bordering on disrespectful to Letterman. Why is it writing everything I'm saying? How are you even doing that?
All right, and the number one bit is...
Okay, I'm sorry, we're out of time.
We're out of time.
All right. Join us when we come back. We'll see you in a second. Everybody, we're back. My next guest is Steve's collaborator on Love Has Come For You, and tomorrow night they'll be headlining a show together at the Hollywood Bowl. We are thrilled to share. Please welcome Edie Brickell. You look great, and I love those boots.
Thank
Those boots
you.
are fantastic.
I feel like house shoes are good.
Oh, really? No, those are fantastic. I like that.
Thanks.
Do you have your microphone jammed down in there?
Yeah, my sound pack for...
I've never seen that before. That's the coolest thing ever.
Well, get used to it.
All right, let's talk about this. You two are collaborating, and I'm just curious what it's like. I've known Steve, obviously, as a comedian and a musician over the years, and you as a musician. And then the two of you work together. Are you comfortable working with Steve on stage?
It's so easy. He makes me feel so comfortable. I've never had a better time on stage because he handles it. Everybody watches Steve. He's got everybody entertained. All I have to do is sing.
And we're also working with a great band, the Steep Canyon Rangers, who provide this incredible musicianship that we sort of bounce off and work with.
Absolutely. They're the best. I get to hear them sing.
So there's a lot of support out there. You know, from Steve, from the band, you're all working together.
It's perfect.
As a unit. Do you find when you're working, let's say you're in the recording studio, you guys are working, you're working with Steve, is he serious just solely about doing the music, or does he ever decide to be the entertaining Steve?
Well, at first I wasn't sure how he was going to be because he was very serious. It's not all fun and games. He cares a lot about how his banjo sounds and how he plays. So the first couple of days in the studio, he was just in there concentrating, playing beautifully. And about the third day, we were listening to a playback and a banjo, just the two of us on tape so far. And
I don't remember this at all.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. So we're listening to the playback, and he has this banjo solo comes up, and suddenly his eyes shut. He gets the big Cheshire cat and smile, and he's, you know, dancing in his chair like crazy all through this banjo solo, and everybody's cracking up. He's just going, you know, he is going wild. And then it ends, and I start to sing again, and he throws himself back in his chair, throws his head back, and looks up at the ceiling like he's bored to death.
What a supportive man. What incredible.
I knew it was going to be fun from then on.
Steve loves to tweet. He tweeted a photo from the tour bus of you. And I think we have this here. This is you with cheese on nachos. And Steve, you were concerned that was...
Well, she was making nachos, by the way, at 11:30 p.m., which is never a good time to make nachos. And And
the
I
best
don't
time.
really know much. I mean, it looked like a lot of cheese to me.
Yeah.
And I said, so I tweeted, "This seems to be too much cheese," and I was, which is, so interesting. And that's what you can do on Twitter.
Yeah.
And overwhelmingly, the responses were I was wrong, that this was the right amount of cheese for nachos.
And here's the thing, people take it seriously. They're invested in it. They're angry. How dare you? That's just
and
the
then
right
I
amount
showed
of
the
cheese.
aftermath of the nachos being microwaved, and it seemed like a normal amount of cheese for nachos.
Okay.
And yet I'm not done.
You've got a 40-minute hunk on this, I'm told.
Yes.
You also tweeted something from a concert venue, which had a funny, I guess you got there, and this is a funny one. You tweeted, "Dang, another small turnout." Which is, it was really...
But, always on these, the responses are actually funnier than anything I can tweet. On that photo, there were a lot of funny responses, but I love the one a guy wrote back and said, "Too bad the ushers wouldn't let him move down."
Now let's talk about this collaboration. Love Has Come for You. You two collaborated via email. Is that right, predominantly? That's how you talked about this music?
Yes, it was the fastest way to do it. He sent me his beautiful tunes, and I would just start singing to him.
That's right. And we met once because we didn't really know each other that well when we started working together. And it's always awkward. Like, how do you want to work? I have no idea. And she recorded the song I played for her, and she wrote these beautiful lyrics and melody and sent it back via email. And I happened to be away, so I just started writing more little banjo tunes, and we started emailing that way. And it was very comfortable because you could make all your mistakes away from the person and not be embarrassed. And then and suddenly we had an album, and we have a new single out now, which we're going to play on your show a little bit later, called Asheville.
We are really, we're very excited to hear this. You're going to be coming back a little later in the show to perform from the album Love Has Come for You. We're all really excited for that. Thanks so much.
That's exactly what I said.
I repeated it to kill time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Steve Martin and Edie Brickell. We'll be right back. Levin Ramin from Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. We'll see you in a second. I had to pick like 5 favorite movies of the year, and a lot of people agree with me. Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Fantastic,
I
absolutely
appreciate that.
fantastic
Thank you
movie.
so much.
I love that movie.
That means a lot.
Hilarious.
Thank you very much.
And I'm just, working on, because it had so many great cameos, so many stars of such high caliber.
Yeah.
It must have been fun making that movie.
Well, it's amazing. The way, Ray Fiennes is in it, Jeff Goldblum, Jude Law,
Right.
Tilda Swinton, incredible people. And the way Wes Anderson makes movies is it's a beautiful thing. He actually has everyone live together in one space.
Okay.
So we live all in one hotel. He gets a small hotel, and all the actors live together. And because of that, you can have all these kind of strange, unexpected things happen, like have lunch with people. I had soup with Jeff Goldblum for maybe 8 hours, which I don't know how that's possible. But he
I
was
love
like,
Jeff Goldblum, but I don't
too.
want to have soup with him for 8 hours.
It was a long time, but then now I feel like I don't have to have soup with him for a while. I had enough soup that it's like, he's like, do you want to get together? No, I don't feel obligated to do that anymore.
I'm good.
But I love it, but it's all hard. I get nervous around famous people. I really
Right.
do. I respect you both. I'm very nervous to be
I was just about to say you're safe here.
thank you. But I feel I want to do a good job for you.
No, Bill Murray. I mean, you were hanging out with Bill Murray on that film.
Yeah, Bill Murray. I feel, Bill I've known since I was 17 years old. I met him on the movie Rushmore,
Yeah.
which was my first movie. Thank you, Deborah.
Still, yes, yeah.
And
You're showing a lot of respect there.
No, it was very nice.
Just a brilliant movie, yeah.
I was so nervous to meet him because he's a Ghostbuster, and I grew up loving the Ghostbusters.
That's funny that a kid your age would think of him when you meet him at 17 as a I would not see him and say, oh, wow, you're a Ghostbuster. I would think about the Saturday Night Live from the 70s, but I'm a different generation.
Well, it's true. His growing up I was born in 1980, so he was in all of those big movies for me, but the Saturday Night Live stuff came later for me. But yeah, I mean, he was a ghost. That's Peter Venkman. That's Dr. Peter Venkman. And, but I was very nervous, and I think that I go about being nervous a weird way because I become overly affectionate. Like, apparently, he says to this day that when I first met him, I tried to hug him, and he sideswiped me. And that I fell.
He did a move to the side.
But it was, I've also gotten, I worked with Steve Martin, too, who's another one of my heroes, and that was probably the worst case of being starstruck, which is that I was in a movie, Shop Girl, that he made.
Yeah.
And part of,
Yeah.
thank you.
Great movie.
And part of the process was that I had to meet with him, and he wrote it, so he got to choose the final person. And I was so scared on the way over there, driving, just thinking, if he doesn't like you, it's not my fault.
Right.
It's his fault that he doesn't like me.
Right.
It's not you. It's him.
Right.
And on the way over there, I was just saying, just relax. But the main thing I was worried about was bringing up the movie Three Amigos.
Right.
Because to me, that's a movie I quote more than any other movie, maybe.
Right.
And it means
you
a lot.
you didn't want to bring it up because it would
No.
make you seem like too much of a geeky.
Yeah, I
fanboy.
wanted to try to come to him, artist to artist.
Right.
Or just not put a lot of pressure on him, But I walk into this hotel and I'm just thinking, don't say anything. And I'm looking around, then there he is. He stands up, he's got a sparkling water, he waves to me. I walk over, hello, nice to meet you. Hello, Mr. Martin, it's a pleasure to meet you. Before we sit down, I just want to say Three Amigos changed my life. And he says, I see. And we're still standing, kind of crouched, like half standing. And I said, that scene where you eat the bat by the fire, because of that, I've always wanted to eat a bat. And I was like quoting it, and it was a very awkward meeting. And, But yeah, I ended up...
Well, then you know what it's time to do then? Then it's time to go in for a hug, real fast.
Go hard for the hug.
And go fast before he can sideswipe.
Go to the body.
You work incessantly. You try all kinds of different mediums. You do a stage show with Steve Martin.
I do, yes.
Steve Martin. You and Steve Martin travel around and give it
It's
up.
called-
for them,
it's-
too. I started to hear it, and then there was a hush.
Yeah. It's called An Evening You'll Forget for the Rest of Your Life.
But it's an incredible show. You two sparking live right up there on the stage. Must be a joy to work with Steve Martin.
Listen, I've known him, well, since Three Amigos. I had never met him until Three Amigos. And then we became great friends. And this is so much fun. Yeah, we do... see, the thing is about Steve, people wonder what he's like. And it's very much, interesting enough, like the movie Deliverance. It's all fun and games until the banjos come out. and then it changes. So I once asked Steve, I said, Steve, what would you be doing if you weren't a legendary comedic actor? And he said, probably what you're doing, That white-haired bastard.
It is, but you guys, you're on the road constantly together. You've gotten to know him just about probably better than most any friend you have.
I think so. I think that I think that we have a very easy time, a very easy chemistry. We insult each other continually.
Yeah.
Throughout the evening, and no one seems to, but it never goes over a line. So I guess that's a good act of friendship. I say at one point he is so pale, he looks like someone put a toupee on a urinal. This is pale.
I always love what you say about me. I don't even think you said on the show, but whenever, like several years ago, I saw you and you said to me, Conan, whatever work you're having done, like plastic surgery, I'd say do 30% more and then stop.
You was amazing.
I can't afford work.
I went to YouTube to see my last appearance here, just because that's what I do, because I'm thorough. Needy and desperate.
Sure.
And but it's hilarious reading the comments down below because I came out and insulted you, as I often do. And but the comments below are hilarious. Like, oh my God, like Conan could so put him away if he wanted to. And then the next comment is,
That makes you sound like a sandwich.
yeah. And the next comment is, dude, I'm sure they're good friends, so you're probably stupid yourself. It's
It is amazing whenever, we've known each other a long time. You're one of my all-time comedy heroes, and you come out and you do these terrific jokes. That's why I don't read comments on the internet, because I've told you, you do a joke about
But you have, though. You can't tell me you've been up 2 a.m. in the bad boxers and the kind of training bra, whatever you wear.
Well,
with the
so far you're right.
Oh, come on. You don't get it. You've never done that?
Yes, I do that a lot.
He's
I do
done
that a lot.
You told me, by the way.
I scroll down. In Mixed Nuts, your first role was playing a transvestite.
Yeah.
In a scene where you danced with Steve Martin. It's
Huge.
I remember this scene quite well, and you towering over Steve Martin. It's a really funny scene, and you are very convincing in that role. But it was one of your first big jobs, wasn't it?
It was actually my first film. I had never, I mean, it was Nora Ephron, Sven Nykvist was the DP, Rob Reiner, Steve Martin, Madeline Kahn, who I was obsessed with my whole life. Remarkable group of actors, and I was just, I was blown away. I mean, up before then, I'd been doing, Shakespeare in the Park for $300 a week, and suddenly there's this incredible spread of like pastry and smoked fish. And it's amazing when you see a movie. I mean, those of you who haven't been on a movie set, it really is a remarkable waste of food.
Yeah.
My first day, I thought there was going to be a read-through, and I showed up in some jeans, and I had been practicing in these 6-inch stilettos because I was playing a transvestite. And I show up for the first read-through, or what I assumed would be the first read-through, and I'm so nervous, I'm literally shaking around everybody because there's all these movie stars, and it's just, it freaks me out to see them. And the woman comes down, the AD comes down and says, no, you're not going to be in the read-through. You're going to go upstairs and do a dance rehearsal with Steve Martin, Steve Martin, right?
Yeah.
So I say, no, I can't because I don't have my shoes and I'm wearing jeans. And what I was really thinking anyways, she said, you'll get it. She said, but we have some sweatpants for you and we have some high heels for you. I went, well, shit, they've got me.
Yeah.
And I went and I changed, and I realized that I had worn boxer shorts under my jeans. And the guys know when you wear boxer shorts with sweatpants, it's problematic.
You don't get a ton of protection coverage, so to say.
Or support. And so I'm going to meet Steve Martin for the first time, who's a fairly curmudgeon-y guy. And we're going to do the foxtrot. And I don't know if you know the foxtrot, but the foxtrot is accomplished by the man sticking his leg between the woman's legs and leading him around the dance floor. And I thought to myself, I sort of chuckled to myself, boy, would this be inappropriate if I, became aroused.
Yes, it would be inappropriate.
Absolutely.
If you became aroused.
And you know how when you want to become aroused, it never works. But then when it's a totally inappropriate...
I wouldn't say it never works.
I apologize. I should speak for myself.
20% of the time, I get there.
Anyways, nothing could have been more inappropriate. So, of course, I get probably the best I've ever had.
What? With Steve Martin?
The best. And I'm mortified because we haven't even shook hands yet, and already. And every time he spins me, it's a thwack into his leg. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no doubt I'm going to get fired. This is like the first movie and the last movie on the same day. And Steve is just sort of looking up at the ceiling, kind of swinging me around. And I want to say I've come a long way since then.
All right. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason to go there.
And I should probably thank Steve if he's watching.
Because he didn't say anything.
For not saying anything.
Yeah.
He didn't want to spoil
I was
mood.
I was like going through the entire roster of the New York Mets trying to make it stop, but it was not.
You do these shows with Steve Martin.
Yes.
And they're fantastic. You two...
You did it. Conan joined us in Las Vegas last spring. And
that was one of the thrills of my life.
You were so
No, these two guys who I idolized growing up, because I'm much younger, and...
In fact, we have two titles for this show.
Yeah.
One is An Evening You'll Forget. for the rest of your life. But the other one Steve wanted to call it seemed too dark because see them before they're dead.
But I have to tell you, if you have not seen these guys together on stage, it is electric. It's it's just fantastic. One of my favorite shows that I've ever seen. You guys working together, so funny. And I'm just curious, what's it like? Because, you know, Steve Martin can be a bit of an enigma. He's a little hard to get to know. What's your take on Steve? What's it like working with him?
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, because it's in the act. No, working with Steve is very much like the film Deliverance. It's all fun and games until the banjos come up. No, I adore him. He's so hilarious. He's so funny. I once said to him, Steve, what would you be doing if you weren't a talented comedic actor? And he said, probably what you're doing. You know?
Now, you guys are going on the road. You have other shows
We are
coming up right
doing
now.
like 38, 40 cities in the course of 2017.
If you get a chance, run, don't walk. I'm serious. See these two guys on stage. I don't remember, and you know what? I brought my head writer with me, and he was backstage crying. And just, I mean, we were both laughing so hard.
You really did kill that night. You must admit, you rose to the occasion very high.
You know, I've just been used to hearing a lot of laughs for a long time. So I guess that's what I do, you know?
Yeah, but he brought a writer.
I know, by the way. Oh, and a film piece.
Yeah. Oh.
And a laugh track.
Right, right.
That'd be great if I had come out with a laugh track. Oh, man, that would make it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no one in the world funnier than Martin Short.
Oh,
Thank
come
you so
on.
much.
Really?
Seriously. Well, actually, hold it.
Hold it.
No, okay. Wait, hold it. No, okay. So you're touring with Steve Martin.
Yeah.
And,
well, you know, at his age, he doesn't really tour. He just wanders off.
I was excited because I love the show that you two do together.
Yeah, you did
It's
it.
absolutely a joy. Absolutely a joy. And now you have a deal with Netflix bought the show.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to get to see it.
It is going to be on Netflix. I'm not sure when, but it's, you know, May, June, something like that.
We have a clip.
Oh, you have a clip?
We have a
This is a promotional clip.
We have a promotional clip that announces that this show is going to be on Netflix with Steve and Marty. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I'm often asked, who do you think was the greatest stand-up of the late 70s? And I always answer, it was you, Steve.
Thank you, Marty. You know, we are both so excited because we are going to be taping our live show for Netflix. And we're going to be working with the best video people in the business.
None better.
Yeah.
When did you first get Netflix?
Oh, I think when I was 5, I could just get the local channels and then Netflix.
Oh, I love history. So we'll see you in a few months, Netflix people.
Marty and Steve's Netflix special, An Evening You Will Forget for the Rest of Your Life, will be released later this year. You can see them live March 8th in Chattanooga, Tennessee, March 9th in Jacksonville, Florida, and for 2 shows, March 10th in Fort Lauderdale. Marty and Steve will be touring all through the U.S. Check when they're coming to a city near you. If you don't go and see this show, you're an idiot. It is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Seriously, I absolutely love it. Cannot say enough good about it. Mr. Martin Short, always a
Conan
delight.
Bryan, I love you.
You've got to see this show that Marty does with Steve Martin. It's fantastic. And,
It is.
And you get along very well with Steve.
Oh, I love Steve. I love Steve. He's one of the great guys. You know, I've been through different times, and he's always been there with a warm, kind of cold, bony hand on my shoulder as he mimics human emotion.
You're saying not Mr. Warmth. That's what you're saying.
He is the warmest guy in the world.
Man.
He's a lovely guy, and I've learned a great deal from him. In fact, I made a list of things. You know, sometimes I jot things down when I'm being driven. And so I wrote down a list of things I've learned about Steve. And I think
things you love about Steve Martin.
I've learned.
Oh, learned.
And love.
And love.
Like Steve's taught me the exhilaration of nipple clamps. I didn't know that. Remember, you can edit this. You can.
Can't
I
afford
love
it.
how Steve can't pass wet cement without drawing a penis. You know, not many people can.
And he does it well, anatomically correct.
I've learned how Steve. I've learned from Steve how much fun it is to teach babies how to vape.
You know, not many people. Right. They naturally inhale.
This is what I love about Steve.
Yes.
I love about Steve that when he's at a dinner party, he's not afraid to yell out, "I'm bored."
That's a good one.
He does that.
Yeah. I love how when anyone mentions their wife, Steve isn't afraid to say, "Had her first," and then. But I guess what I love about Steve the most is he's not afraid to punch someone else's kid, and I think that's his gift. Some writing on it.
I did. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
On the subject of Steve Martin and Martin Short, they are on a national comedy tour. Now you see them, soon you won't.
By the way, you said national comedy tour. You did. You did. And I don't want to say it's a problem, but I'd phone the doctor. Because I've been hearing lately, and I don't know. I know it's the alcohol, sure. But I also think, and again, if you get mad at me at this, because we're just revealing, we're just people, the dentures don't fit anymore because a mouth can change.
Wait, the crowd is gasping like, you've revealed that I wear dentures. I don't wear dentures! I love the crowd's like,
Don't tell us that. I mean, we knew it, but...
I love it when they go, well, that was too far. You're not gonna go after Conan's adult diaper, are you?
I like that you're drunk and diaper, so there's two reasons for you to talk.
Exactly.
If you look at the tape, the playback, and I know you study it at night till...
It's what it says here. It says Martin Short and Steve Martin are on a national comedy tour. Now you see them, soon you won't, because legally you can't call what you guys do comedy, and you can see them. You can see them.
No, you did! No, you did!
I was covering you. I was legally
You went
covering
there.
for you. Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, you did.
Now you can see them May 8th in Wichita, Kansas, May 9th in Kansas City, Missouri, May 23rd in Rochester, Minnesota, and May 31st in El Paso, Texas.
I like Texas.
I will say this, every now and then I have the honor of getting to have a meal with you or something, and every time I leave that experience, and it's happened many, many times, I get in my car and I call my wife and I say, I can't believe I know Martin Short. He's one of the, he's a legendary, brilliant man, and I cannot believe I even know him. Gentlemen, it's a rare honor to have you both here.
Thank you, Conan.
In the same room.
I'll tell you one thing, it's rare to be here.
It is.
I left out the word honor, but it's just an oversight.
Just before we started recording, Marty, you verbally assaulted me. You said,
No. I said it with love that to me, when I see you, you look like someone freeze-dried Prince Harry. That's all I said.
My staff looks forward to any time that Marty.
Pardon me?
I have a staff.
Wow.
It gets.
What kind of podcast is this?
Well, it's very lucrative.
No
I guess,
idea.
It
for
gets
someone.
smaller every year,
Yeah.
but fans of my show, and yes, there are fans of the work that I've done in the past. Let's not have any mock surprise about that. But they have put together a mashup of Marty coming on the show and ripping me apart, and it is wildly popular.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, it is. It is wildly popular, and it delights my writers to the point where the last time when we were wrapping up the late night show, a epic 28-year run, thank you, I'm driving to it's one of the last episodes that Marty's going to do, and he did an extremely funny bit on it, and I'm driving to the theater, and I look down and I realize I'm doing something I rarely do, which is wear shorts. And immediately I thought, I'm driving towards the Largo Theater, and I thought, fuck, Marty, who's on today? Marty's on today. and I knew that he would destroy me. And sure enough, you come in and hello, everybody. And then I see those two eyes dart over and they see my freckled legs bare. And it began. And it began. And it was.
Well, it was quite a sight. It was absolutely a terrifying sight. And you couldn't, because normally you can't see where the stilts are attached, but you could. You could that day. The shorts revealed way too much.
Oh, and they were short shorts.
Yeah.
They were
Oh.
1970s.
Yeah, Joey
and-
Heatherton kind of like you were entertaining the troops.
But the writers were so happy. And then, of course, the line that you said it on late night, and it's lived forever, which is, well, you'll do it better than I, but it was, Conan, whatever you're doing to your face, I say 20% more and then stop. Which is mean in 9
And yet
different...
it's a love letter. It's a combo. It's a combo of energy.
I love it's also done with care.
Yes.
You're worried about me.
Yeah.
A little more, about 20% more.
Now I feel like I have to put you down, and I've got nothing.
No,
you don't.
You don't, because you're Steve.
Oh.
Help. Line.
Well, I don't want to embarrass either of you, so I won't mention that you are just two of my absolute comedy heroes. I'm sure you hear that kind of thing all the time, and it bores you. But one of the pleasures of my life, and I'm not kidding, was when you asked me to do a cameo in your show, your live show, Caesar's Palace in
right.
Las Vegas. And I was outside my body getting to be on a stage with you guys. It made me so happy, so legitimately, sincerely happy.
You killed him.
I remember he
Sorry.
did kill. I mean, we learned a lesson because you showed up with writers.
One writer. I can't afford two. I showed up with my...
Well, you're a writer.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
there you
true. Yeah, that's true. Well, I suppose I am. No, Matt. He's Matt O'Brien, no relation, but I only hire O'Briens.
course.
And he idolizes you both as well, and he was just in heaven. And then but I thought, yeah, come along with me and help me tweak a few things, because I really wanted it to be better than what I could
It
do
was.
alone.
It was inspiring. And we've had people show up with nothing, no writers, and they did way better, by the way.
And then I heard you guys later bumped into Letterman, and he was like, Conan brought a writer?
No, because Dave did it as well one night. Yeah, in Texas.
What was the line? You were sitting off stage with Dave, and he looked, what was it? You were sitting off stage waiting for him to come on, and he looked kind of morose.
Mm-hmm. This sounds like Dave so far.
What was
They edit, by the way.
He had...
okay.
No. He had... Oh, not at all. No. An editor costs money as well. Everything is in. No, but it was fantastic. It was... but I remember you were saying that Dave was he had been off the air for just a little bit. And then, of course, he always does the thing where he's horrified that if I go on stage, it'll just be awful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're David Letterman. What do you, but he's done it
And of course, the place goes nuts.
Yes.
And then afterwards, he still has a negative feeling about it, even though he killed.
But he had only been off a few. I think this was like in June, and he'd left 6 weeks before. Or
Right.
something.
Exactly. But his personality is always, he came by, and which meant a lot to me, did a cameo on Late Night, which was his old studio, and he came by, and of course his attitude was, well, they're just going to hate me.
I know.
Well, there's an advantage.
How will they know who I am?
That's right.
Will you say my name before I come out?
There's a self-defense mechanism in being overly paranoid, and then when you get a little cheer when you come out, you go, "Oh, I was wrong."
Yes. I'm familiar with that.
Except with Marty.
Yeah, I
Except
think with
Marty.
me. Yes, I think, I think it's kept me out of the big money, not having that attitude of just kind of going, "Oh, you don't like me? Well, I don't like you either." But good night.
Yeah.
It is a little.
No, he does have that attitude. I'm this insecure, shaking one, and he says, "I don't give a fuck."
Right. They're going to love me.
Well, if they don't, guess what? If I had dinner with them, I'd be bored. That's how I approached it.
Oh, yeah. Well, often that was your opening line, though.
It was, and I didn't know why it didn't play. And who are you people? No one's bathed, obviously. Good night.
Where's my big money? Why didn't I get the big money?
Why don't they like me? They don't never hire me again.
I was so I got to see your show, and I was so impressed with how you guys worked it out. And even though you both knew the show so well, you had a rehearsal, and you were still working so hard to make sure that it went perfectly at rehearsal. And I thought, there are no accidents. Like, people that are good, in my opinion, there is talented, but there is talent, but then there's just this just mad desire to get it perfectly right, and it never goes away.
Well, I always think that.
By the way, I'm here too. Go ahead.
Oh, did you just sneak into this chair?
I did.
No, but I'm always amazed that
I feel like should I start raising my hand?
Okay, well, go ahead. You say something.
No, I don't have it.
I had something.
I say I think we prepare. I prepare out of fear.
Yep.
And also love, because when we get a new joke, I'm energized the whole show. I cannot wait to get to this joke. And often they don't work. In fact, here's an example, because I thought...
let me just say, when they don't work, I am like either on stage or in the wings, I go hysterical.
Yes.
Because he's been so excited all day about this. Go ahead.
I had a joke the other night. I thought, when I introduced Marty, I thought, this is really going to work.
Right.
And then we're going to analyze why it didn't work afterwards.
Yes.
But I said, and this man, he's done live television, he's been in film, and he's done Broadway, and truly, he is a master of the toxic workplace environment. And it was just sort of like, and I realized later it's had too many words in it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I don't
or
think
it
it's
needed
that.
to be more of like a casual throwaway in the middle of
also
our chat.
inside toxic. You had to have just read the story about that talk show.
Oh, you mean
lady.
Be Alive?
No. I don't think everyone is following, Variety.
Everybody
and
knows
memorizing.
about a toxic workplace environment.
Obviously
We're in one
not,
right now.
because you got nothing on the joke.
Yeah.
Remember that part?
I mean, Conan's shorts represent a toxic workplace environment.
Absolutely, for the crew.
Yeah.
Oh, we settled out of court.
I remember first time I ever met you.
You do?
No. Actually, I do. No, I do. It was
all the life went out of you when you said no. That was really fun.
I saw you rise up and then fall down. No, you came to our apartment and met you, or was it someone else's?
No.
apartment?
You know what? We had worked together on SNL, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was very shy, and I remembered I don't want to get in Steve, so I was writing things but not approaching you. I was in the background, but then I was chosen for, Lauren said, I think this fellow could host the late night show. It'll be rough for a few years, but he'll eventually get it. I think he could do it. So I'm named Letterman's replacement. And the first thing I do when I come out to LA is Lauren says, and maybe this is a thing he does, but he said, let's take a walk through the flats of Beverly Hills. And people told me later on that Lauren likes
Beverly
to
Hills,
take a walk. And he's taking this walk and he's giving me advice. He's saying, always tip. You're known now. Always tip at least 15% or you'll show up in the Post. I thought he was going to tell me, like, here's the secret.
Yeah.
But he was telling me things like that, which was fine. And then he said, let's see if Steve's in. And I didn't know, Steve, you always assume Steve Croft. And so
Steve Rossi.
Yeah, exactly. So he knocks on a door and you answer. And you have us into your place. And I was like, this is too much. I've just been put into this situation and I need to navigate this. And now we're dropping in on Steve Martin. And I'll never forget, you had just had all the paintings taken down. And I think I just said, like, oh, there are no paintings. And you reacted immediately as if you had been robbed. You're like, what? Oh, my God. And I thought, oh, shit, that's funny.
That's a perfect reaction to where are your paintings.
Yeah. Whenever in studio, I remembered once, every now and then you'd be in the studio at 6A rehearsing, and the lights would go out because of some situation in the building, Rockefeller Center, some situation. The lights would just go out. And Andy would always instantly scream, my pearls!
Well, Andy who?
Andy Richter.
Oh,
there you go.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was just my pearls. And
oh, I got to
That's
remember
so
that,
funny.
but I have to give him credit.
yeah,
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No,
No.
just take it.
No.
Yeah.
Andy was fine.
I know I'll blow it. My
My-
what was it? Pearls?
My
But
previews.
my,
Previews. I mean, pearls.
my Pez.
My pets.
how did you guys decide we're going to start working together as a two-hander act? How did that come about?
I'll tell you what. It's a boring story, so I'm going to give it to you.
No. It was 2011. We were asked to interview each other it was the closing of the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It was May, and it was 2011, and we just interviewed.
What do we
each
have
other.
for breakfast?
You had scrambled eggs. I had French toast. Come on, man. I had syrup. No, and we interviewed each other, and that was it. And it went well, and we thought we'd do it again. And we just then.
Well, the funny part is we were interviewing each other about comedy for a comedy festival.
Right.
Yes.
So we could talk about comedy, kind of like we're doing here, but to comedy people, it's kind of interesting. So we thought, hey, let's do that again. So we got a corporate gig or something.
For dentists.
And so we're sitting and we're talking about comedy and we're thinking, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then we started, and Marty had a show he did solo, and I had a show that I did with a band. And so we kind of combined them. But he had material, and I had a bunch of songs with funny intros.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first started working together, he had everything, and I kind of had nothing, because I didn't bring the band. I said, "Well, I got to bring the band." So that's when it started to gel into a show, and I can go on.
No.
Yeah, I can go on.
No. It's first of all, that was great. That was interesting.
Anyway, but as I was saying, that.
No, I think you said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is just.
But I didn't think I got to the part.
Oh, you didn't need to.
Okay.
This reminds me of I made the mistake once of it's and you know it. It's like wearing the shorts, but I knew I made this terrible mistake of someone had mentioned food and what they eat, and I said, well, you know what I do now is I eat 2 meals a day. I have like a shake at 11, and I put a lot of spinach in it, and then I try to eat dinner early, like at 5. And then as I'm finishing saying it, I see Marty just staring at me, the way a shark looks at a canned ham that fell into the ocean, and he looks at me and he said, when other people discuss the details of their diet, it's boring, but not you. And of course, there were some writers standing around who were like, yes.
Well, they love when the boss is attacked.
That was also just me realizing, why did I get into this? Why did I lather myself up with bacon grease and then climb into this piranha pool? Why did I do that?
My wife is very wise about talking about what you eat. She said you're allowed to talk about what you do eat, but you're not allowed to talk about what you don't eat.
That's very good.
Oh, that's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, if this podcast, if we go away with one thing, that's it.
It's like with me, beets. I don't eat beets.
Well, I think it's, I'm curious. One thing I was curious about is, when you come up with a great new insult for the other, do you ever try it out in the moment on stage, or do you ever?
Have
you tried to surprise each other ever?
Not really, but sometimes we've come up with things.
And then we'll go right to the prompter afterwards and say, "Oh, right, that we'll remember it."
What prompter?
That if we had a prompter. If we had a prompter.
Yeah. So you're saying if we had a prompter and
we
we
would
came
go
up with a joke, we would go over and talk.
No. I mean, now we just go to our own minds and lock it in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to tell you this, Steve, because I guess you have caller ID. But Marty took the call.
Yeah, I did.
And when you guys co-hosted SNL, I watched that monologue.
You mean recently?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only time we've co-hosted.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Of all the times.
Or was it 40 years ago?
It was last season, and you guys did this monologue, and it was over. And I've worked there. I've seen thousands of SNL monologues over the years. I cut my teeth on that show as a young kid watching TV, and I said, that is the best Saturday Night Live monologue I've ever seen. It was perfect.
So you didn't like my other monologues I did?
No,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you would
Yeah.
come out to do a monologue on SNL, everyone knew that was the time to go get a drink.
Yeah. Well, here's what.
Use the bathroom. No, but it was perfect. It was absolute perfection.
Okay.
Sorry.
May I raise my hand?
Yes.
So that monologue, we worked on it with the writers. We got some things, but we decided we're going to do a bit from our show.
Mm-hmm.
So that we'll know we can trust it.
Yeah.
So afterwards, it went well, and the ratings were sky high. It was
Yes.
the highest rated show of the year, as far as I know. And I said to Marty, Marty, the monologue went great, and the ratings were high. So there's a chance we'll be asked back to host at some other time. And I said, and before you say yes, just remember, we worked on that monologue for 3 years.
You guys had this, I know it's part of your show, but God, it's a good idea. I care about Steve and I care about Marty, and it's so much so that I've prepared the eulogy already,
Right.
that I'm going to give for you.
Oh.
And you each have them on you, and damn it, it's funny.
Well,
it's one of the funniest things. It's such a great, and the minute I heard the idea, I was saying, oh, this is a kill zone.
Well, the funniest line to me is Steve's opening line when he goes down the stage. No, this time for me to talk. Remember, narcissism is just within your thing.
No, but I wanted to explain. I have a pre-story to that, and then you can say that.
Well, first of all, I was going to do your line, so you might as well keep talking.
No, you do the line. I'm just saying that I had this idea that we would do this eulogy, but I couldn't I said, I just don't know how it starts. I don't know, there'll be some jokes or something. And then actually a writer sent in and this line. So it would be me. So you be me speaking.
So the lights come down and it says, remembering Marty, and Steve's opening line is, gee, not much of a turnout.
But it enabled the whole piece because we could get into it with the first laugh.
Yeah.
Right. It is, and it's funny too, because I love it. Occasionally you get someone who thinks, why are they being mean to each other?
Yeah.
And that always drives me crazy.
The funniest thing to me is when we doing our thing, and he'll say something, I'll say something, and you'll hear somebody in the audience go, "Whoa!"
I remember one time being on Conan's show, and I insulted him a great deal. And then I went to the next time I was on, I went to YouTube to see what jokes I'd done, and I read the comments below, and people would say, he shouldn't talk to Conan that way. If Conan wanted to, he could take him apart.
Yeah, that's a fun person to have dinner with.
I know.
Why are you making jokes?
We had when I was first doing the late night show, we did a piece where, one of the most beloved people at the time was Mary Lou Retton, the gymnast, and she's, small and cute, and she won all these gold medals, and everyone loves her. And we did a pre-tape bit where I think Andy says, I think I'm getting the hang of this late night hosting thing, and Andy goes, you could. Yeah, but the other night I thought you were a little off. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. We cut to a pre-tape of me just losing it on Mary Lou Retton. And I'm screaming at her, fully committed. And we showed that. Audience laughs. I think the next day or the day after that, I go on Howard Stern. He takes calls, and someone calls in. I saw the other night. And your behavior towards Mary Lou Retton was atrocious. I don't think you're funny. That was awful the way you spoke to her.
I can't believe you didn't recognize my voice. It reminds me of a story. I don't know if these are like older elderly stories, but Mike Nichols, was married to was married to Diane Sawyer, and he was he's a hilariously funny guy, and he would say things like that invite him to a party. And he said, "Well, I'll have to run by the ball and chain," so he would call Diane his ball and chain as a joke. So then, I think it was Vogue.
Yeah,
they said, evidently, Mike Nichols refers to his wife. as the ball and chain.
Yeah,
You know, it's a negative thing. So he wrote them a letter, which I think they published, but said, I realize that humor to your editors is like a cross to a vampire.
I feel like I was lucky in the people that I got to meet, but then I'll look at you two and I think you got to meet so many more people, you know.
Well, you're younger.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
You're going to meet everybody. I mean, I remember sitting when I was 21 years old, and I was hired to write for the Smothers Brothers, and I was very naive. And now we're all at dinner, and Tom and Dick are telling stories about people, and I'm sitting there going, I have no stories. I can't believe I don't have a story.
Right.
And I was 21. So you've got to be this age, 180, to have a story.
You met General Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
What a fun guy he was. But I do think there was that whole...
You said Mary Lincoln could be pushy. Tell that story.
But no, even, you know, just in the... I mean, there's that clip that I've seen a million times. I think it's you on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, Marty, and I think is Betty Davis sitting next to you. And
Yeah,
you think,
she had already killed with her 3 episodes, 3 segments.
Yeah, 3
She'd done
segments.
the plate bit. And
yeah,
all
yeah,
that stuff,
everything. Yeah, she did.
What do you mean the plate
somersaults.
bit? You're making that up.
No, that thing.
But you mean it. She did kill. She was
great. Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
she was great.
Yeah.
But I just think, oh, Johnny Carson is the host of The Tonight Show, and sitting next to you is Betty Davis. That's an era of showbiz.
And I'd never met Johnny Carson. So it was particularly because I loved Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
As we all did.
Yeah.
So much. So that I didn't even do his show for 10 years or 8 years or something when I could have, because I thought, oh, I'm too hip. I just do Letterman. But the reality, I was scared to.
Well, and people don't even understand the era then, because it's all changed so much. But both of you had this experience where you'd go on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show, and you'd do your set, and the next day everybody had seen it.
Yeah, right.
And you know, you could walk through a hotel lobby, and Steve would just drive from hotel to hotel just to walk through the lobby, wearing a shirt that said, "Did you see me on Carson?" But people, I have so many stories that I've heard from comedians where they were not famous, they did well on Carson, and the next day, everybody in the United States is saying, "Great job." Whereas today, it's just a completely different landscape.
My observation of that is a little different, but it's too long and boring. But I'll tell you one.
No, I'd love to hear that.
Okay, well, that's what I believed. You went on Carson, and then the next day you were famous.
Right.
But I found with myself, you went on Carson, next day, nothing. Then you go on Carson again, and the next day, somebody looks at you like, did I meet you at a party a long time? And then finally it slowly starts to break through. And finally on my 5th appearance, where I finally got it together, I did a good shot. And I went into a store on La Cienega Boulevard, and the woman said, "Were you that boy that was on the Tonight Show last night?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "Ugh."
Well,
there's always that.
There's always that. And I remember seeing a clip, Marty, I could tell you're just slightly different. You killed, but you were just, I could tell that you're not the Marty that's going on my show and you're just going to kick the shit out of me. It's going to be so much fun. You did a very funny thing about Spit Take, but it was, I could tell like his voice is a little different and you're being well behaved. Do you know what I mean?
With Carson.
With Carson,
Johnny,
yeah.
With you, I don't care.
No.
No.
There's
a difference between being excited to be on Johnny Carson and then to be slumming it, you know.
There's certain people I've never overcome my awe, and Johnny Carson was one of them. That I always felt a little, you know, I hope I'm pleasing him.
Yeah.
You know,
but they knew they had card games. They were friends.
Yeah, we played cards together. We had dinners.
That's a famous card game. People talk about that card game.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
You know, and the lesson of that card game is everything changes. I mean, you're having...
What do you mean?
Well, you're having poker games with Neil Simon and Carl Reiner and Dan Milnick and, you know, Chevy, and then people die. You know,
Right.
everything changes. I'm trying to bring up the party here.
Gee.
Hope I'm
No,
happy.
but it's
and we're all going to die too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
never.
All right. Well, anyway, great seeing you.
So
We're
should
gonna
we
roll
pray?
long credits. Let's.
Hey, what if we just prayed right now?
We just do a group prayer.
I think that'd be very nice.
And hold hands.
Yeah.
Well, I often think about that. It's almost the fact that I get to know you guys and talk to you guys at all is feels like I'm linking to this very important. I don't know. What I would say is I think everybody has kind of a disdain for their own era of show business and reveres, you know.
Well, what we observe, and I probably applies to you, that younger comedians, like, you know, SNL guys that we kind of know, or you know them better than I because you're a warm person. But we see that camaraderie among them.
Yeah.
That we assume like Don Rickles had, with Frank.
Yeah.
But I see that we have camaraderie with people of our generation, and we see the younger people helping each other. It's a.
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean, people like Fred Armisen and,
Yeah.
and John Mulaney and Bill Hader are all close friends, And you know them.
They also have caller ID.
I was talking to Fred Armisen once. I mean, this was probably 10 years ago. He's just hanging around SNL. And he said, the latest thing this is probably old now, but
right.
so the latest thing is when you text someone and then the misspellings come up and the different words, you just don't change them. And you just send it off like that. But you do that to other comedians.
Fred is an interesting guy because I remember I think we were at a dinner once and might have been at my house, and Fred was there and didn't say he's a hilariously funny guy, but that night he didn't say anything. He didn't say a word. And I remembered him looking up and down the table and everybody's laughing and joking and he was just observing it all. And he has that almost like, I'd always heard Peter Sellers at a party was very quiet and kind of just observing. And not.
I think we were all there.
We
That
were.
was a
Yes,
dinner.
you were there.
It was a funny guys' dinner.
It was a funny guys'
You
dinner.
were there, Steve.
I was?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure were.
You were. You said funny guys.
You were a last minute addition.
Yeah.
I was the control group.
Pauly Shore fell out.
Guys, I'm going to let you go because you have.
Wouldn't you like to get some part of this interview that's usable?
This is. What you're a young lad. You've listened to some of my. I'm going to say this is my favorite episode maybe ever. This is one of my.
Certainly,
this is a spectacular episode.
I'm just going back over why we're doing it.
It's because of your admiration for me and my
Well,
work.
this is a very, very famous podcast.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I know that.
And so we should be honored to be part of it.
You couldn't get it. You couldn't say it with a straight face.
Yeah. Hey, after this, let's you and me go and cash our checks.
Let's do it. But we need a big bank.
Yeah.
I mean, not every bank.
I have idea. Maybe we'll get some cash and some just a cashier's check.
Yeah. And I have a servant with me. He could carry the bullion.
You guys have always kept in touch.
Yeah.
That's what I like about you. You never got in the bubble. You're out there.
Oh, I'm of the people. It's always
Kept in touch with whom? What do you mean?
You're just in touch with the people.
Oh,
the common
right.
man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You're going to the bank. You'll probably have to stop and get a wheelbarrow, but you do it in a humble way.
Would you say that with success you changed?
I'm pausing. You can't help but change, but I'd say I have changed for the better with success. That's what I think.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, you probably disagree.
I was going to say I can't wait to
Well, when
phone
did you
others.
meet? Did you know Steve? I mean, you.
I met him on Three Amigos, 85,
Yes.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And then we became great friends. And then you make that decision of whether you're going to just have that 2-month experience of making a movie and never see someone again or not. And I think we both chose to keep hanging.
It's just interesting you bring up Three Amigos because you made that movie. It came out, and it did what it did, but then it goes on, and I don't know when it happened, but within maybe 10 years of it coming out, there's this whole generation that seizes that movie and says, this is one of our favorite movies. And it has grown since then in a way that I think is well-deserved, but it's kind of fascinating to me. Were you aware of that happening?
That's what happens with a lot of my movies, except for the 10-year part where they like it. Well, I've always found that you never know if a movie is a hit or success till 10 years goes by. Because some movies are big hits when they come out, and then you never hear of them again.
Right.
And then some movies tend to grow. I was surprised. In fact, we got a call from a magazine in London, and they said, it was a film magazine. They said, we want to put you, Marty, and Chevy on the cover. It was, and we said, why? And they said, well, it's the 25th anniversary of Three Amigos. I said, you care? And that's when I started noting that there was some kind of thing happening with it.
Yeah, it's got this whole other life. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen, they'll ask various rock musicians, artists, athletes, just anyone, politicians, list favorite movies, and then Three Amigos keeps popping up in there, which is really great.
Well, Steve wrote it.
Well, with Lorne Michaels and Randy Newman.
That's right. That's
But
right.
you said you wrote the funniest parts.
That's what you
told
actually,
me.
Randy Newman wrote my favorite joke in the whole thing. And it's when El Guapo, it's his birthday, and all his men are celebrating, and he opens a package, and he goes, it's a sweater.
I love the canteen joke so much that you're both, the three of you are running out of water.
Oh, canteen.
The canteen, and just there's barely enough, and then just luxuriating.
I like
spitting out. Yeah, lip balm is so fantastic.
My favorite joke is that we go into a saloon that's filled with bad guys, and we're all in our spangly outfits, and I go up to the bartender and say, excuse me, we're not Mexicans. we're from out of town.
Was it fun to make?
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
We were actually, in Arizona and on locations and building these beautiful sets.
It's just one of those, because sometimes I've known when you're having a blast making something, I sometimes get worried. If you're having a really good time making something, that this means it won't be good.
One of my favorite lines, somebody reminded me of it too at the end, the very end. I go up to Patrice Martinez, who's a beautiful actress who played Carmen. She passed away, unfortunately. And it's supposed to be like something between us. And I go up, and we're about to ride off, and I say to her, I'll be back one day. And she says, why?
Well, guys, what's the plan for the rest of the day? I'm sure you've blocked out a whole chunk of time with me.
Well, I've got to do my 5BX workout.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
I was going to say you look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And today it's ab day, so I'm going to work on the abs. And that's most of the day.
Yeah.
It just hard for you when you say that, for me not to think of your role on Arrested Development, where you're the bullet, shoot me, and my son adores that show. So the times that you've been around, as much as you've done, you never know what's going to get people.
Yeah.
And he's seen and really liked your other work, but you as the bullet. Whatever, isn't that your?
I was a guy. I was not so old. I was their uncle that my legs didn't work, and I had to be carried around by a big strong man.
Yeah.
And we kept adding jokes. And at one point, I said, "To the nuts!" And they put me down to Jason Bateman's, testicles, and I went, "Bridge mix." And I meant they put me on a table to eat nuts.
But it's just so nice that you do these different things. You never know what's going to catch with who. And then, my son, who now is 17, but at the time he was seeing it, he was like 12. And he was like, well, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, well, he's at the, he's coming over tonight. And it's just, it's lovely. It's very nice.
Gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank you, Conan.
I want to let you go.
Thank you very much.
Think about the cameo.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
of course.
I will play a small part. I have a tendency to shoot the lens. I look right into the lens.
Wow, good. That's
Yeah,
good.
what would it be?
Yeah. It's
A
funny because
Shrek-like monster crushes townspeople and then is arrested for murder. Something like that.
Okay.
But I like
Why? Why do I goad you? Why do I ask for more?
I like Conan's approach because most actors try not to look into the lens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have a small role where I'm literally carrying crab cakes in the background at the nice West Side apartment, and I stop and I turn and look right into the lens and freeze. And that's what we're going to do. Oh, Steve's taking a call.
No. Oh, no, I'm looking at my plans for the rest of the day because you asked, and then I realized I have none.
Okay. Well, perfect.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Guys, you both mean the world to me, and this is like, I don't know. We will never top this episode. And I know that you're being self-effacing and saying we've killed time. It's an absolute joy. Absolute joy.
Thank you, Conan.
I bow to
I
both
loved
of you.
it too.
I
bow
love
to
you.
you.
Well, let's not get crazy.
And obviously, we've both been influences, but which one a little bit more? Oh, me.
Oh,
you can't
is it-
see everybody. He's looking at me. Thanks, Conan.
No.
Anyway, Steve, your car's here.
I've been so happy for both of you because you've got this crazy smash hit, Only Murders in the Building, and I was initially very, very happy for both of you, and I love the show. And then I saw so much signage everywhere I drove in LA, and then I would even leave LA and I would go anywhere, and I would see both of your faces, and I would think, that's it. No more. I can't keep seeing this is too much. This is too much success.
I once did an intro for Tom Hanks. He was getting AFI award, and the bit was something like this. I'd say, when I first saw Tom in Splash or on the TV show, what was it? Bosom Buddies. Yeah. I said, hey, this guy's good. I wish him luck. And then I saw him in Splash, and I go, wow, he's got some real comedy chops. Good for him. That's great. And then I saw him in Philadelphia, and I said, geez, he's really emotional actor. He's really, really good. And then I saw him in, what's the war movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. And I thought, motherfucker.
Can you say that at an AFI? I guess you can.
I
sure.
did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I was thrilled for both of you, and it's
We can see it on
Yeah,
your
you
face.
see it in your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ignore the tears.
that actually have blood in them.
Yeah.
No, it's and you both get to be so funny.
We are so lucky
Mm-hmm.
to have a hit at this stage of Marty's life. No, we are. It's fantastic, and the show's fun to do. We love Selena. We love everybody we work with. You finally get to the point where a lot of people learn earlier. I'm not working with assholes anymore. It's over.
Right.
It's over.
Right.
So everybody there is kind and having fun and upbeat and working for the same goal.
And then you guys announced the cast for the third season, and I became enraged.
I know.
Because I was like, you have a royal flush, but you're adding some more aces to it. You've got
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about Meryl Streep.
Yeah, really tear a new one. Yeah.
Yeah. we were sitting around and we're going to start rehearsing a scene, and our head writer's there, John Hoffman, and Meryl says, I just want to say how happy I am that we're all here together and working so hard together. And John said, yeah, I agree. And we said, John, that's her first line.
And it happened more than once. There was
Yeah.
a scene on stage where
Yeah.
she's an actress, she's going on stage, and she'd trip. And then the second take, she tripped again. There was a wire.
And you
there.
realized, we thought she actually tripped.
And we said, shouldn't someone move that wire? And she
Yeah,
looked at us and said, guys,
Yeah.
I'm...
And she was supposed to do a song with an orchestra, and she'd start to sing, and she goes, "I'm sorry, I can't hear the rhythm." And they said, "What can we do?" No, that was her line.
That's her line.
Yeah, and every time we go, when are they going to fix that rhythm thing? I can't hear it.
I did a thing. It was for Norm Macdonald.
here in New York, and they had some gathering, and I was, I guess, the MC, for lack of a better word, but I gave the first talk. But I went up on stage and went head over heels fall. People thought it was a pratfall, but it was real. And I was, made a joke of it, and everybody thought, well, and then moved on, and then did my thing. And then
Blood.
I think the second person, the second person who went up with the third person, they tripped. And I went to, and I said to a stagehand, what's going on? Everyone keeps tripping. He went, oh yeah, those stairs have been messed up for a long time. They're not, and he was like, they're not even, so everybody trips. Anyway. No, they still haven't fixed those fucking stairs.
Where is that?
It was, I don't remember where it was.
Oh,
actually.
Thanks.
Well,
that's
so
no
we could
help
be tripping
at all.
anywhere.
Now we're going to go trip somewhere.
And we also have Paul Rudd.
I was going to say.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, and I love that you have this show that everybody agrees is fantastic.
And Andrea Martin.
And you add Paul Rudd. You don't need Paul Rudd at this point. It's making it's too much.
Yes, and Andrea Martin and Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jesse Williams.
You know who wasn't asked?
Who?
Oh, I know who wasn't asked. I know who wasn't asked because Conan has beady little eyes.
Wait
have
a second.
no light
wait a
in
second.
them.
In the first season,
can't light the
Conan
eyes.
did. Oh, that's Jimmy Fallon.
No. I mean, your name came up.
Oh, it came up.
Yeah, and
good.
we said you can't light the eyes.
No. Just can't light the eyes.
He's got those Charles Grodin eyes. You can't light them. They're like a doll's eyes. Yeah. Listen, you're going to figure out a way to work me into this thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think.
Hey, with the premises, we're doing a podcast.
I don't know what
And
you'll
maybe we
play,
get-
but I know the title of the episode.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
The circus has come to town.
My favorite thing is getting excited about the nice thing I'm sure you're about to say.
Yeah.
Oh, good. What is it, Marty? It's the guy who has no memory of how Martin Short has treated him over 25 years.
The absent-minded podcast host.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Oh, Marty's got something to say about
Yeah.
me. Golly
Oh, yeah.
gee, let's have it, Marty.
Or also you can recognize it later that it was an insult. Marty said the nicest thing about me. He says I was a total Oh.
No, that's right. You're about a podcast. I have, the podcast. Please, that's not me talking. That's, Podcast Magazine. Guest edited by Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
but,
right.
But yeah, I'm sure there's a way to fix me in, to get me into the mix,
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'd be honored.
Incredible.
You reminded me of a joke. I don't know why. I think of a joke. We're doing a show next weekend, so these jokes are going through my mind. It was Marty would talk about me playing the banjo, which he always insults, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And the joke was, and maybe you use it. He said, and Bluegrass Magazine has recently named Steve the official ambassador of the five-string banjo. It was between him and no one.
Well, we were talking earlier about people you've met, and I know, Steve, that you got to meet or kind of meet Elvis.
I did. I've told the story a million times, so I don't know if it's worthwhile.
Well, I just love it. So
Well, it was 1971, and I was opening for Anne Margaret at the Hilton in Las Vegas, which is no longer there for good reason. It's like
they tore it down the following day.
The worst comedy room.
Yeah.
Like a ceiling that's like 80 feet high.
Yeah.
So the laughter rose above the audience's head about 2 feet and stopped. But anyway, and Elvis was opening the next weekend, and he knew Anne Margaret. So now it's after the show, and I know Elvis is going to come back and say hello to Anne Margaret. And so I leave my dressing room door open, and I did my act. It's 1971, so the act is not fully formed. It's got a little weirdness to it. And so Elvis walked by and he saw me, and he stopped and he said, "Son, you have an oblique sense of humor." And then he came in, and now I'm talking with him, and I know you don't know what to say. And my manager was there who knew all about Sun Records, so we could talk about that. And then there was a pause in the conversation. Oh, first of all, but this is the part I loved. Elvis has a guy who comes up to him to get him out of conversation. Says, "Elvis, I'm sorry, we have to go."
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, he comes up, "Sorry, we have to go." And Elvis said, "It's okay." I thought, oh, man, I've been blessed. So then we're talking. Then we run out of conversation. Then he said, "Want to see my guns?"
Jesus.
And we said, "Sure." And he was a gun. He liked artful guns,
Yes.
like an engraved
Sure.
thing. And he was very cautious. They were loaded. And so he took out a 6-shooter and he opened it up and dumped all the bullets in his hand. And before he handed me the gun to look at it, and I was looking at it, I'm marveling at it. Then he took out another gun, did the same thing, dumped out the bullets, handed it to me, and then he pulled out from his sock a Derringer.
Jesus.
And then opened that up, dumped out the bullets, handed it to me, and then I'm holding 3 guns and he's holding 16 bullets. And I'm thinking, where is Elvis's guy?
Yeah.
To get me out of this.
Why won't he do you remember what he was wearing?
Yes, all white. It was Elvis Slim, and he had the all white, and he wore that big buckle that the Hilton had given him to him for, biggest show ever in the history of the world.
Right.
But he was very sweet and very nice.
Yeah. And that comes across when you look at the documentaries.
That's a famous face, though, Elvis Presley.
Jesus. Well, also, the reason I wanted to, because I know that you met Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
And who's your absolute idol. But it was obvious, one of those situations where because I remember you told me this once, you were at a bar. And
No, I was at George Slaughter's house.
Oh, George Slaughter's house. Okay.
It was after a Sinatra Shirley MacLaine concert at the Greek Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And we all went back to his house. And Dinah Shore was there. Mm-hmm. She was a big fan of SCTV.
Oh, great.
She's going on about it. And I'm thrilled to meet Dinah Shore. And she said, "Hey, do you want to meet Frank?" I said, Sure. And I went up to him. Now, this next part, Paul Schaefer maintains I've made up.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said he didn't speak like out of Guys and Dolls, and I said, well, he did though. He said, I said, Mr. Sinatra, Martin Short, and he said, "I know well of you and you're marvelous."
That's fantastic. I know well of you.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I know well.
That's
of
not
it.
Guys and
No,
Dolls.
he didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, then he said, "Would you like a drink?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Anything you're drinking, Frank." And so he turned to the bartender and said, "Jack Daniels." And I don't drink scotch, so the bartender said, "Straight up or on the rocks?" And I was nervous. I thought he said straight up or relaxed. And I said, "I'll have it relaxed." And Frank said, straight up or on the rocks. Well, I'd known Frank 15 seconds and I'd pissed him off. And
He starts, Julie, beat the crap out of this guy.
Are you a moron? So good Frank. Now, it was, when you meet those people, it is surreal. But, I used to have that with Mike Nichols, and I knew him for 20 years that I was still in awe. Like you talked about Carson, you're in awe of being in their presence.
This is someone you both have met a billion times, but Lorne once asked me to go to he said, would you like to go to a Yankee game with me? And I said, yeah, I'd love to do that. And there was a playoff game on the Red Sox. And so I get in the car and he says, we're picking up, I think he said we're picking up a friend. I didn't hear who he said we were picking up, but he puts, so I sat up front, so there was room in the back for Lorne and his friend. I sat up with the driver. And we start driving up, and then we start to slow down, and there's someone leaning against a lamppost in like a very cinematic way. And we slow down, and it's Jack Nicholson.
Wow.
Yeah, geez.
And Jack gets in the back seat, and Lauren goes, he's like, "How you doing, Lauren?" He says, "And this is Conan, Conan." And he just said, "It's very nice." Just said, "Nice to see you." And I said, "Oh, so nice to see you, sir." And then we drive, we see the game. And my experience was, if you want to be anonymous, walk with Jack Nicholson, because my life is, I'm 6'4", I have this pastry on my head. I am immediately, like me or dislike me, everybody knows it's me. And I walk down the street and everybody knows it's me. And suddenly nobody saw me because I'm walking 3 feet behind Jack Nicholson.
Oh, absolutely.
But then the real treat of the night, so we chatted a little bit about a few things, but didn't talk much. He mostly spoke with Lorne, and then he drops me off at the end of the night, and I think, well, this has been great. And I get out of the car first because I'm just going to walk. We drop Jack Nicholson off, and he gets out of the car, and I just said, "Hey, it was a real honor to meet you, Jack." And he said, my boy's crazy about you. And I said, he said, I'll never forget. He said, my boy, we're standing there and Lauren's still in the car and he goes, my boy's crazy about you. Every morning it's Conan this and Conan that. It's driving me fucking crazy. I had no idea that even I had any,
God,
but I just knew
great.
that I was an irritant in his
Yeah.
life. And that made me very happy. Very happy indeed.
I'm just going back a minute because I kept remembering this great joke, and I think it was Shecky Green's joke about Frank, and it might have been Don Rickles, but I think it was Shecky Green. He said, and Frank's in the audience. He said, Frank saved my life one night. You know this joke?
No.
He says, Frank saved my life one night. I was in an alley, and I was getting beat up by some guys, and Frank said, "That's enough."
Yeah, that's so. And then there's the famous Rickles joke, story, which I'm sure is true, which is Rickles asking Frank. He's like, I'm dating this young girl. This young woman, it would really mean so much if you just came through the lobby and walked through the restaurant and said hello to me in front of her. That would really help me seal the deal. And so Frank Sinatra comes through and walks up to Rickles and his date and says, hey, Don, I just want to win. Hey, Frank, please. I'm eating. And Frank leaves the restaurant, and then about 30 seconds later, two guys come in and pick up Rickles, carry him out of the restaurant, and dump him in the fountain.
Is that last part true?
It was a fountain. It was a fountain of acid. That's the part that's less funny.
Wow.
Frank had it constructed.
So they killed Don Rickles. Wow.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he never lived past 1961.